It's time to edit a corporate explainer video. I'm going to show exactly how to edit DeepReel avatars into your Canva projects. If you want to edit along with me, show us your results by tagging us at DeepReel_AI or using hashtag DeepReel. As you can see, I've started by simply adding a logo and changing the background colour on my project. Now I'm ready to add my avatar. First of all, we're going to head to the DeepReel AI Videos app on Canva, select our avatar and background colour. Then I'm pasting my pre-written script into the text box. As you can see, I'm just adding some dashes between each section of text, so that I'm able to easily cut the generated video into sections for different pages. By clicking the Preview Speech button, you can check and edit your script should you need. Your video takes a few minutes to load in the Assets tab. Once it's complete, you simply click on the video and it appears in your project. Before I work through the rest of my generated video, I'm going to use the first line of my speech in my first clip as a gentle introduction to my avatar's presence in the video. Now that the video is in my project, by clicking the scissors icon, I'm going to drag the end of the clip to see the full length of my generated video. I'm keeping the first clip in my project fairly simple, focusing on the brand logo. But I'm going to keep my avatar's audio in the clip as a voiceover. I can do this by clicking this icon to the right of the position button, turning the transparency down to 0. Then I'll work my way through the speech, splitting into smaller clips for each separate page of my project. This is done by clicking on the part of your video you wish to split and pressing the S key on your keyboard. Now back to our first clip. By adding a match and move transition between clip 1 and clip 2, we can copy and paste our logo asset to clip 2, make it smaller and place it in the corner of the screen, then introduce our avatar presenter visually. This transition makes the changes between clips more fluid than a regular jump cut. I'm placing this avatar in a frame from the Elements tab. I tend to opt for these round edge frames as I find they work well with most designs on Canva. I'll then go to Edit Video and adjust the crop of the frame. Then, in position, I'll duplicate the frame and fill it in with the same green as the logo and place it underneath the frame to create some contrast against the background. Now I'll search for some graphics to match the subject of the video. I can manipulate how and when they appear on screen by right-clicking my element, selecting timing and dragging the sides of the clips to change their duration. I also add a pop animation to each element. This is what we have so far.
At Sustainable Solutions, we strive for all employees to go home safely to their families and to protect the work environment.
At the end of this clip, I'm adding a flow transition to lead us into the next clip. This time, we're showing our avatar without a frame because we're removing our white background with Canva's tool, found in Edit Video. I've added some title text in the same colour as the logo, and a graphic of a checklist found in Elements. Then I'll head to Edit Image and use Duotone to manipulate the colour of this asset and match it to my green title. After giving my checklist some animation, I'm typing some text to reiterate the points made by my avatar video. I'm giving these points a more handwritten font and placing them over the checklist graphic and animating those too. Much like I did previously with my graphics, I'm altering the timing of the text elements so they appear in time with my avatar's speech. Now, just to add emphasis to this point, I'm going to duplicate all of the elements from this clip and add them to the next, enlarge them and retime my avatar to give the final sentence of this section of speech more impact. A small change, but is a quick way to add variety to your sequence. Then on this enlarged version of the clip, I'll add tick graphics to each box with a pop animation. Let's see how that looks together.
We break this down into 3 goals. No injuries, no vehicle accidents, no harm to the environment. We measure our success against this criteria at every location, every day.
Great. Now smoothly flow transitioning into our next clip. We're going to take our frame with its green outline and paste it into our next clip. Then we can take our next part of avatar speech and drag and drop it into the frame, easily replacing the clip. I'm repeating this process for the next 3 clips, placing the frame on differing sides of the screen each time and placing a match and move transition between all. This will make the elements slide back and forth across the screen as we add new graphics beside each time. I edit each graphic with Canva's tools and ensure they all match my colour scheme. Then we end up with something like this.
We work hard to strengthen the safety culture by ensuring our workforce have the necessary skills and training to deal responsibly and competently with safety hazards, fully integrating health and safety professionals within operations to help drive cultural improvements, compliance, and risk reductions. Developing a set of proven programs and goals that are consistent across all sites. Focusing on continuous improvement in our safety, health, environment, and quality performance.
Now this next clip, I'm going to keep the avatar out of view with the transparency tool we used previously. I'm adding my text to the current clip, then duplicating it and shifting it upwards on the next clip, as well as adding a match and move transition. Then I can add my text body in the next clip to follow my transparent avatar video speech. Then, in the next clip, I'll add the avatar with a baseline animation to give the effect of our avatar pushing the text to make space for it on screen, as well as removing its background again. It's important to show your avatar in a variety of formats to ensure they remain engaging. I'll place the body of text above my avatar to create the same transition animation as our first clip. This time, instead of shrinking the element, we're shifting it to the top of the screen. Now, as you can see, we have our text moving upwards. When pairing this with the baseline animation on our avatar, we can create an interaction between your avatar and the rest of the elements. Now for this part of the sequence, I'm adding graphics with a wiggle animation alongside my transparent avatar, yet again creating some balance between having my avatar on and off screen. Which leads us very nicely to our final clip of our avatar. Once again, reusing our frame from previous clips and replacing the video inside with our final piece of speech. Adding our logo and title to summarize the video's points, we can then transition to a final logo and text of a tagline on screen. Here's the rest of the video with those final clips.
Our stop work authority permits any employee at any level to halt a job or task when a hazardous situation appears imminent. Although calling a halt to work to avoid injury or damage to property might seem like a simple decision, certain social and psychological factors can make the decision fraught with anxiety. Our aim is to remove the fear factors, peer pressure, and worry about angering supervisors and management. All of our employees are empowered to fully own and use the stop work authority.